Now tell me, since you are doing this kind of, and your focus is menstruation, do you find any ladies already doing such kind of work in Nepal?
Yeah, a lot. Actually, no, not a lot. There are organizations and individuals who really pushing this issue. Chaupari we call that, where women, when they have a period, they're taken to the cow shed or in the near to forest, or we have to, there's a barrier. But that's not enough because they are mostly in the Kathmandu based, and the serious issue is in the remote area. Yes.
So would you like to name one or two who are doing along with you such kind of work?
It's called Dharti Mata. Dharti Mata Sustainable Workshop. She makes beautiful reusable pad. She also works with these women who makes this pad, and they were mostly their product export in Taiwan, but they do the awareness program in Nepal in the remote area. I collaborated with them as well. They were giving a training to the women in the monastery. We have a lot of Buddhist monastery in the mountain, and they're nun, like 500 nun or 400 nun residing, and they have a period. So they were working to educate them and make, telling the importance of hygiene and using reusable pad. So I made a movie about them actually. What kind of issue a nun face in the mountain as a nun? We don't think of, when we say Nepalese women or the women in general and their menstruation issues, we don't consider a nun, Buddhist nun who lives in monastery. We don't really think about them.
Yeah. So very good, because you are covering altogether different people who we never think about them, because they are actually as such not a part of the general society. So you're not thinking about them. But, I mean, you have started thinking about them, but in general, we are not thinking about them. Very nice. Okay. So what else?
I would share. I would like to share the link of the movie. It has premiere, in South Asian Film Festival in Canada and different country. And my first film was about the menstruations issue in the Hindu family after the earthquake. Kind of challenges the Hindu believer, like the family face, and how such a strong force of natures like earthquake changed the mindset of the family. Sometimes you have to give up those beliefs in front of this natural disaster. It's a positive change for short term. So there's another film that I made. Maybe I would like to share that one.
Yeah, sure. Please. That would be nice.
Those are before Kokroma, and the movie about nun was during the Kokroma when I was growing. Yes.
What is the meaning of Kokroma?
Yes, Kokroma. So
Kokroma.
is
Okay.
Yes, kokro. The word kokro is the baby coat made out of bamboo, and ma means inside. So we make things that is required to put inside the, kokro, like bamboo for baby.
I see. All right. So Kokroma is a is a name of it's a bamboo box, you mean to say, and in which you have all the baby things. It's called
Ma.
Kokroma.
Yes.
Ma. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why you kept Kokro and Ma.
Ma.
Kokroma.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, lovely. Very good. Hmm. And I'm sure there must be a very good market for your products in Nepal. Uh, how are you doing the marketing of it?
Mm-hmm. Um, from the very first, from the very beginning, I target Nepalese customers. Yeah, I because I know that only relying on export sometimes
Hmm.
it's dangerous, and
Yeah.
Nepal handicraft is mostly relying on export. Nepalese young generation, young parents are educated, have exposure of overseas, and understand the sustainable product or ethical product. So I wanted to focus on them, but I was so hesitant or not confident enough to do marketing about my
Hmm.
product. So
Hmm.
I rely on the word of mouth at the very beginning.
Hmm.
But then word of mouth actually really work fast. It is for me less hectic, but every customer that comes that buys. Uh, I tried few times social media marketing, but that attracts unnecessary customers.
Hmm.
So at the very beginning, we were only relying on word of mouth and social media, not a paid advertisement. It's just being there. But now there's a lot of competition. Now once Kokroma as
Hmm.
a Nepalese children clothing brand step, a lot of other brand also started coming. So we have to be
Okay.
very competitive. So we are
Uh-huh.
using social media mostly like Facebook, Instagram.
Hmm. But are you trying to have the alternative ways of marketing? Like, for example, you have very strong Rotarians, you have very strong of inner wheel clubs of women. Then you have a lot of women association of uh, women in business in Nepal. Like WEAN is a very old organization. Women Entrepreneurs Association of Nepal is called. It's WEAN. So a lot of women are there in all these associations. So these could be your alternative source of marketing. Rotary clubs, inner wheel clubs, all other clubs. There may be some
Mhm,
other clubs also you might be knowing about it. So you can just go on thinking about what are the alternatives.
mhm.
And because you have a lot of tourist market, so have you started opening any kind of a retail shop or something?
We were only selling online. We are manufacturing, making and selling online only, and we are
Oh,
putting our product in different concept stores, like other store who sells
okay.
variety of the product that match our ethical values, and we are
Hmm.
doing very well. But because of the COVID from 2020, we are very excited uh, for visit Nepal 2020, and it just uh, didn't happen. It's very
It
sad.
didn't happen. Yeah. You
uh,
can in fact also approach good hotels, because if in the hotels, if you are able to talk to them and give them some kind of a special discounts, and have a small window where there is a and you can display your products there. So these are few ideas just I'm giving to you because your product is so good and you're doing so well. So because I've been to Nepal several times, and when you go, you have free time, you go around in the hotel and you go around just looking after what is all around. So even within the hotel itself, you can have a display window for yourself. You can talk to the hotels. And there are some hotels which belong to women also. I think Ambika Shrestha is one. You can put your
Yes,
product there. There is
yes,
another one, I think, in the center. I'm forgetting the name of the hotel. But there are lot many which are run by women in Nepal. So you can take help of them because they will certainly like to develop a young woman entrepreneur like you. So it will be a great
I
idea to,
yes,
yeah.
thank you. I agree with you, and that was the um, my plan in 2020. But because
Hmm.
of COVID now, hotels are closed, and
Hmm.
we just last Tuesday, 3 days
Hmm.
ago, we open our own showroom now. We have our own
Oh,
physical.
lovely. I see. And
It's
which market?
in the Bodha Stupa. Maybe you're
Okay.
if you have been in Nepal, maybe you know Bodha
Yes.
Stupa. It's near
Yeah.
to Hyatt Hotel.
Yes.
It's a beautiful place and very touristic place, and it's
Hmm.
much happening place. And
Hmm.
I hope it will do better. It's really doing better online and physical, even in last 3 days. But then let's see the COVID situation. If we have to face third wave, then that will another challenge. But we are prepared because Kokroma grew so hugely during the COVID time. When the import stopped, we are
Hmm.
always importing from China. China send all the cheap product, and people just go there. But when the lockdown happened and when there was a kind of difficulty in importing, then that's
Hmm.
where we grew
Very good.
exponentially. Yes. um,
Hmm.
we started making masks, um, for from the children to now adult, and we started doing branding along with the baby clothes.
Lovely.
That really helped us to grow. And that's when I told you, like, there was a time in the during the lockdown we employed 30 women. There's so much order came, but then once border opens, then again we have a little bit
Competition, yes. But
competition.
I
Yeah.
think lockdown has really helped lot many people to come up in the market, and it has been good for many, and it has been bad for many. So we only hope that this goes away, and we are able to, lead a normal life and go in a normal way in our routines of life. So
Yeah.
I really enjoyed talking to you. Would you like to say something to the women entrepreneurs of Nepal and the women of other places? What do you think about how women entrepreneurs should go?
Hmm. Maybe I just forgot to tell something about Kokroma. I'd like to add that.
Please, please do that.
That I told you that we make a baby clothes, but I didn't tell the story that all our textile comes from, like, they are owned by prisoner in Nepal.
I see. Okay.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so our raw material and the textile woven design, everything happens in Nepal. That's why it was easy even during the lockdown, that we didn't have a problem of
Mm-hmm.
sourcing raw material. That
Mm-hmm.
allowed us to work continuously.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that was one thing that I forgot to mention.
Very nice. It's great because you're using the material, from the prison itself. So it's a great idea. And the the prisoners, how they are making the cottons and all that? Are they making cottons or what?
Yes, yes. They do from the yarn dyeing to
Uh
the
huh.
spinning to the weaving and designing everything inside.
I
Um,
see. Okay.
so we bring that textile here, and we do the processing, and our girls do the processing, cutting and stitching.
I
Um,
see. Okay.
so and we work in two places, because the issue with the prisoners,
Mm.
when men goes prisoner, women has to suffer. Mostly their wife has to suffer. They have to
Mm.
wait. But if woman
Mm.
goes to prison, nobody waits for her, you know,
Mm.
whether they are
Mm.
divorced or abandoned. So we
Yes.
use male prisoner. They weave the textile so he can earn when he was in jail and support family back home.
Family. Very nice.
Yeah,
Mm.
and the women where we employ, they are young mothers because
Mm.
we have a huge migration problem. Nepalese
Mm.
men are abroad to earn like Gulf country, and young
Mm.
mothers are migrating to Kathmandu to educate their children.
Mm.
But giving employment to them is one of the great support, not only to empower, but it's empower. You understand, empowerment is it doesn't happen until you earn.
Yes, very true.
That's
Empowerment
like,
is only financial empowerment, nothing else.
yes, until
All
you
other
don't have
empowerments
money.
come if you are financially empowered. Yes.
Yes.
Uh,
So that's how we work, and we are very happy that I think a lot of startup like us. I would like to say we are a startup because you have
yes.
Rajniji must have so much like decades of experience with dealing with so many entrepreneurs, and maybe having me here, maybe it's
Mhm.
like a child for you.
No, no. But we welcome all and we learn from everyone, each
Uh,
person.
thank, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I would like to say, women entrepreneur or the entrepreneur from our South Asian region, that
Mm.
it's not easy, of course, but
Mm.
if you're consistent and you truly believe, uh, it happens. Everything is possible.
Mm.
Um, and good thing and great thing doesn't happen in your comfort. And if you
Mm.
are comfortable to be uncomfortable, then there is a success.
Lovely thing you have said. Very nice. If you are comfortable to be uncomfortable. Beautifully said. Yes. Uh-huh. Very good. So thank you very much for coming to this show. And as I told you, that even the younger ones like you teach us a lot, and you have said such beautiful thing. And I would love that you share your film with us. If you can send me the link, I can have it on the Facebook of ours and on our LinkedIn so that people can see what is happening and what good things you are doing.
Thank
So
you.
you are most welcome, and thank you very much once again for coming to the show. And if anytime anything you need, you are most welcome to get in touch with us. And if we are in a position to help you, we will certainly do that. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Thank you, Rajini. Thank
Okay.
you.
Bye.